News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, April 28, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news this evening, Nye County Commissioners meeting item number 23 was a call to action. The discussion, deliberation, and possible decision to augment the budget for the Nye County Animal Shelter on the basis of greater than budgeted revenue anticipated for the year. The requested augmentation is in the amount of $30,000 and will cover increased expenses due to the volume of spay and neuter procedures exceeding budgeted levels.
Okay, we'll go to item 23D, action, discussion, deliberation, and possible decision to augment the budget of Nye County Animal Shelter on the basis of greater than budgeted revenue. The request is augmentation is on an amount of $30,000 and will be covered in expense due to the volume of spay and neutering procedures exceeding budget levels.
What are we paying the veterinarian to do this?
The veterinarian is paid $80 an hour. So he's paid $640 for a day, and we try to schedule 5 spays, 5 neuters each, dogs and cats. So he does 20 spays and neuters, which brings in about $1,250.
This augmentation is being requested based on additional revenue that will come in with the cost of continuing the program. We don't have the money yet. It's anticipated revenue for continuing the program. My analysis did not show it breaking even when I looked at it. It showed that we were in the hole about $15,000. But in the accumulation of the expenses in this in these accounts are commingled the costs of running the shelter as well as the costs for doing just the spay and neuter program.
That's my motion, to approve $10,000 and ask for just an audit to see if we're making money off of this or breaking even.
My problem right now is the animal shelter is broke. Right now I have a vet bill to pay. I need supplies. I need supplies today for the next spay neuter clinic to happen.
And $10,000 won't do it. It has to be $30,000.
It's not just the spay neuter clinic money. The way it's all put together, it's everything that I'm running this shelter on for the rest of the year.
Can we give you $10,000 and we'll re-agendize this for the next commission meeting?
I have a motion by Commissioner Eastley to authorize $10,000 until the next meeting. Further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passes 5-0.
It's not you, Bob. We're looking for every nickel. That's all.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
The county gave the animal shelter $10,000 and asked for an audit of the facility, leaving the shelter and its neuter and spay program in dire straits. Bob Jones, the director of facility management, issued a statement to News 46. Bob Jones, Director of Facility Management, states that the shelter will continue to spay and neuter, but with the budget shortage, it is temporarily stopping the selling of vouchers for the procedure. The shelter needed $30,000 to finish the year, but they were only given $10,000 and told to come back after the county performed an audit of the facility. The spay and neuter schedule is currently full through July, and they will not be taking any new appointments. The animal shelter will, however, continue to spay animals housed there.
Okay, and now we'll be going to break.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. I want to apologize for earlier technical difficulties. And yesterday we interviewed U.S. congressmen who were in Pahrump for a special meeting with county commissioners from all over Nevada to discuss the fate of Yucca Mountain. Today we'll show you some highlights from that meeting.
Green and Congressman Burgess here with us today. We welcome you to Nye County and look forward to discussing our local view and our support for Yucca Mountain project.
It's because of the trip that I took 10 years ago, or however long it was. And what the trip did today was just reaffirm that commitment.
I was elected to Congress in '92 and have supported Yucca Mountain, and hopefully we'll go back and fight that battle and make sure we have a location to put our rods.
When Japan happened a few months ago, or like a month and a half ago, it really brought home the danger in keeping this stuff on site. And it makes sense to begin to ask the question again, is there a better way to handle this? And
the stuff is encapsulated in ceramics, it's safe, it's far safer than the chlorine rail cars that run through Las Vegas, and it's not going through Las Vegas.
The Vice Chair of the Mineral County Commissioners in Hawthorne, Nevada, and I can't speak for the entire board other than to say that we do support, and we have just recently passed a resolution supporting the completion of the license application process.
Well, I'm Rex Massey, and with Churchill County. You know, we're in the process of this license review and application, and I really think the county would like to, and they've passed a similar resolution, to move forward with the licensing.
I was a chief scientist on the Yucca Mountain project for many years, and one of the things that happened to me in my career was I was the scientist who was selected to brief the Secretary of Energy when he made the site recommendation report. And the only thing I would like to leave with you is that one of the things Secretary Abraham asked me was, are the scientists behind this 100%? I don't want to make this decision and find out later on that there's some scientist out there who knows of a reason we shouldn't go forward. And one of my jobs was to work with the scientists and say, if you know something that the Secretary should know, he wants to hear it now. And I got 100%, there are probably 500 of us PhD people floating around in the Yucca Mountain project. And to a person, they said, let's go forward. It is a safe site.
Primarily, it's been focused on the transportation side for the surrounding counties and on the first responder aspect. Counties do need the support in those areas, some road improvements and some assistance, financial assistance for those counties with first responder facilities.
And we strongly believe that what should be looked at is a reprocessing option. Because you have 90% of the energy in that fuel rod still left, why not reprocess it, ship it back out? And what we should be doing is we should be doing that here in Nevada. It should be done at the Yucca Mountain site.
We have just noticed a hearing for Wednesday of next week with the NRC commissioners. They'll come before, I think, 2 subcommittees. You kind of confirm one of the concerns that have been addressed is that the locals have been left out of this. So when we pass our budget, we'll do our allocations, we'll go through our appropriation process, and I know, and I didn't ask him if I could say this, but I'm going to take him at his word. He's got issues too, and we'll make sure that there's money back in the fiscal year 12 appropriation for that.
Next week, the congressmen will meet in a special energy summit to discuss the future of Yucca Mountain and the jobs that could be created from its reopening.
And the May West Fest is coming to Pahrump on Mother's Day weekend in the Pahrump Nugget parking lot. We spoke to Maruna Cross about this event.
Well, this is a new event that the Pahrump Fair and Festival is putting on this year. We hope to make it an annual event. It is May 7th and 8th, which is Mother's Day weekend. We're holding it on the parking lot at the Pahrump Nugget. And we've got events for everybody the whole weekend. We have a poker run for the adults, for the children ages 3 to 12 with no entry fee. We have a Crazy Eights run, somewhat like a poker run except with decks of Crazy Eights cards, and that will be around the parking lot of the Nugget. The prize for that, which I'm so excited about, the prize for that is a computer.
Wow.
Josh at the Great Computer Deals there at the new marketplace across from Big O, he has donated a computer as a prize for that.
Wonderful.
So that's on Saturday the 7th. We have lots of vendors. The Bounce House will be there, which is going to be free and open to the kids. The Turtle Train is going to be there. The Pahrump Gunfighter is going to be there. Home Depot is going to be there with their free crafts for the kids on the first Saturday of the month. So there's all kinds of activities that are going on Saturday. On Sunday, we're also having all the vendors and everything again, but we're also having a car and a bike show. And then we end Mother's Day, which is May 8th, Sunday. We end Mother's Day with a Kid Fiddlers concert, and this is actually Mom and her 5 kids, ages 9 through 20, and they're out of Las Vegas. But they've been touring the entire United States. They've played in over 40 states already at state fairs and county fairs and date festivals and strawberry festivals and all kinds of things like this. So they're coming out here, going to be in the Nugget Convention Center area, 5 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are $9 for adults. This is advance sale tickets. And the children 12 and under are $7. You can purchase them at Dairy Queen, Ace Hardware, and the Nugget. Now, Dairy Queen has been so gracious as to actually sponsor our tickets for that. They have a coupon on the back. So after you take Mom to the show and see the Kid Fiddlers, you can take her to Dairy Queen for a free ice cream cone.
Wow.
So how great is that?
Oh, that's wonderful. How much are they at the door?
At the door, they're going to be 11 and 9. But seating is limited. You know, that convention area, they only have so many seats, and it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So you really want to try to get them early, or you may be out of luck.
And tell once again the dates and times of this event.
This is May 7th and 8th, Saturday and Sunday, Mother's Day weekend in Pahrump Nugget parking lot. The event itself is like from 9 to 5, both days.
Thank you so much, Marna.
Thank you. I appreciate you having us, and we'll see you at the May West Fest. Come up and see us sometime.
All right, folks, and coming up after the break, the United States Air Force has some very special, interesting things going on up in the skies over the evenings.
I noticed. I heard them all last night.
Me
above
too.
Us. And that was last night after I attended Healthcare Partners Town Hall meeting at the Pahrump Nugget. Very interesting. We'll have that for you when we get back also.
Works for me.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. You may have noticed increased activity in the skies over the past few nights. Lord knows I have my car shaking from the very vibrations of the F-16s flying overhead. The United States Air Force was on hand at the County Commissioners meeting to talk about just that.
Like we said, we're here for a presentation of the Jaded Thunder 11-2 exercise, 11 being the fiscal year and the second exercise of the year. This is from the weapons school. This is our agenda. Our objective is the Special Operations Command exercise Jaded Thunder. It's a partner with the Air Force, Navy, Marines, and Army using Special Operations Forces and a high-level integration exercise in desert environment. This is our schedule. We'll be operating from 3 to 6 and then 8 to 11, Wednesday through Friday. And then the following taking a break on the weekend, of course, and then the following Monday, only doing 2-day iterations, Monday and Tuesday, and then being finished at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And these are the participants, like I mentioned, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and the Special Operations Command's Joint Terminal Air Controllers. It'll be a 5 to 7 man team, and of course the United Kingdom's going to have one team also. This is the flight pattern, and it, like I was saying, that's sea level, 7,000 feet above sea level. This is the local working area that we plan on working in for the teams. Each iteration is going to have one 5 to 7 man team on the ground. They'll be in civilian clothes and with radios. There's no weapons involved. They'll be driving civilian vehicles, obeying posted speed limits and regulations and such. And here's the mention of the aircraft altitude is 4,000 to 10,000 feet, but we will not be around or below 5,000 feet normally. And then the medical support, we may need to evac someone if someone gets hurt, but we haven't had any issues with that in the past. We have to plan for the contingency.
Right.
These are the contact info for the representatives. I will be on the ground the whole time. I coordinated with the sheriff's office, and we met with the town council last week. It wasn't myself; it was Mr. Hill and a representative, Major Chansey from. He's the project officer, and then this is Mr. Hill's phone number. So if anyone has any questions, they can contact us directly.
Thank you for the.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Is your current insurance provider Health Plan of Nevada or Senior Dimensions? If so, you may have concerns regarding the acquisition of Advanced Medical Center and Specialty Medical Center by Healthcare Partners Medical Group. News 46 attended a town hall meeting held at the Pahrump Nugget last evening regarding your concerns. We're here at the Pahrump Nugget this evening for a town hall meeting that was called by Healthcare Partners Medical Group. If you're not sure who they are, just think about Advanced Medical and Specialty Medical, some of the places that you're used to going on a regular basis. Both of those companies are now Healthcare Partners Medical Group. They were bought out by them. Now you're going to have a lot of the same doctors to go see, but there are some issues dealing with seniors specifically and some insurance issues that they want to talk about and answer some questions. So Vern Van Winkle did speak with Dr. Batty, and we'll also be speaking with Dr. Tenori about these issues.
About 400 people showed up here about the letters and information that they had gotten from the insurance company, healthcare partners, Sierra Health and Life and Senior Dimensions, that they have stopped their contract with their local physicians here, and they're diverting their patients to other providers. And I think there's a question and answer session to respond to questions that the patients, mostly the seniors, have had.
A lot of confusion on what they could do and what they can't do. Can you clarify what exactly this means by the open enrollment and being able to change or not being able to change by October 15th? I mean, a lot of them feel like they're being pushed out today, but do they really have to leave? And can you explain that process?
The open enrollment period is only for senior members that have Medicare, which have given up their Medicare into another third-party administrator, in this case Senior Dimensions or Humana or Secure Horizons. There's only a special time period that they could move in and out of these insurance companies. This enrollment period starts on October 15th and goes up to the beginning of the year. And as the beginning of the year, they will be enrolled in a new program. The beneficiaries have been called and asked to make a change in their provider, and their deadline is September 30th, which is 15 days prior to the open enrollment period. That's why there's so much confusion. This is a real confusing issue for our seniors, and these are the people who are the actual beneficiaries of these things. So I think this meeting here today was to shed light in the questions that they might have. and most importantly, their options. And why we're here today is to tell them that if they're not happy with the change that their insurance company has requested them to have, they have options to do other things. They have an option to go to another insurance carrier. They have an option to change doctors. They have an option to go to straight Medicare. And we were just here to answer these questions for them.
There's going to be more questions for people watching at home. Where do they go to get the answers they need during this time period?
I think the best bet for these patients is to call Medicare. Medicare has direct guidelines of what they can, what they cannot do. I don't think Medicare is biased on which insurance companies they take or they don't take.
How will it affect most of the individuals themselves? What will take place? What will they see in regards to they received a letter and now a lot of them seem to be panicked. So why are they panicked and why do they not need to be?
Well, normally, the patients hears about certain doctor and they have experience with them and they choose to have a relationship with that doctor. Now, and I have a patient for 13 years since I've been in this town. I know them as I walk into the room. I don't even have to look in their charts, what do they have. And you know them and you know their family. So you develop a bond, with your patient. It's more than just, shaking hands and so on. And then you come with no reason. We were not given a reason. Our members were not given a reason as to why. Why at the timing? Why the timing is during when you can't change.
And again, we want to apologize for any technical difficulties that may have gone over the air and hurt your ears a little bit. Hey, that meeting last night was very interesting. It was a long meeting, and there were a lot of questions that were answered. But again, if you have any questions, get a hold of Medicare or your current provider to find out what you can do and when you can change over if you'd like to. Find out what your options are.
All right, folks, and a 3-vehicle accident occurred at the Calvada I today. News 46 was on the scene. A 3-car collision occurred today near the Calvada I on Honeysuckle and Calvada. 1 truck and 2 cars were involved. No serious injuries were reported. However, 1 person was taken to the hospital. The Nye County Sheriff's Office were on scene and stated that there were no drugs or alcohol involved. And the accident is still currently under investigation. Looked like a bar fight gone bad.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we've had some windy days, but guess what? The winds are actually looking like they're going to die down for us. I'm not making you any huge promises, but it's looking pretty good so far. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll have your 7-day forecast right after this break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairyycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. We had a partly cloudy sky out there today, a high of 88 degrees. Winds are coming out of the southwest at about 9 miles per hour, gusts upwards of about 29 miles per hour, so pretty blustery for us. Pressure holding steady on the barometer, about 30.0. Sunrise was at 5:55 a.m. and our record high was 94 degrees back at the turn of the century. Looking at tonight, we're looking at clear skies yet again for us, a low of about 56 degrees. Winds out of the west 9 miles per hour with gusts upwards of 26 miles per hour. Sunset's going to be at 7:29 p.m. and our record low was 29 degrees back in 1970. Moving on to our 7-day forecast tomorrow, heading into the weekend, looking pretty nice except for those winds. 43 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 78 and a low of 45. Saturday, 29 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 71 and a low of 34. On Sunday, we're looking at 24 mile per hour gusts, a high of 75 and a low of 42. Starting off next week, looking pretty good for us. The winds are dying down for us just a little bit. About 20 mile per hour gusts are expected, and our highs are looking pretty decent. 79 for the high with 45 for the low. Tuesday, 86 for the high, 49 for the low. Still 20 mile per hour gusts expected there. Wednesday, little bump, 21 mile per hour gusts expected. We're looking at a high of 87 and a low of 52. Finishing off our 7-day forecast, next Thursday, you're looking at windy skies, probably around 15 miles per hour at most, with a high of 91 and a low of 63.
Okay, and Friday at Desert View Hospital, located at 360 Lola Lane, there will be a community health fair with no-cost immunizations available for children up to age 6 and free TDAP shots for 6th and 7th graders and vision, dental, and hearing screenings for children along with dental fluoride treatments for children and for adults. There will be free TDAP and flu shots. Get that out.
And Desert View Hospital will also be celebrating their 5th anniversary and invite the entire community to join them for lunch between noon and 2 p.m. Now, for more information, you can call James at 751-7120, and they ask that everyone please plan to attend.
Okay, and the San Gennaro Feast is here, and we have another contest on our Facebook page each day. You can win tickets to the San Gennaro Feast May 4th through the 8th at the Silverton.
And we'll be posting trivia questions at random over the next several days, so keep checking our Facebook page for your chance to win 4 passes and ride tickets. That's over a $50 value.
And congratulations goes out to our previous winners.
Elise Cota, Sandra Tejeda, April Larson, and Muriel Areno. I hope I pronounced all your names right. I'm sorry if I didn't. And, and folks, we again apologize. We're experiencing a lot of technical difficulties right now. We've got some equipment out on repair, so the system's a little glitchy. And that being said, it's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
From everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Parub.
Good night.